bicycle. I think it's the same for a lot of people, that our passion for bicycles started when we were a kid. Bikes were a source of fun and adventure and freedom, and I've always really loved bicycles because they represent this for so many people all around the world. In a lot of ways, the bicycle reminds me of what it was like to be a kid. It wasn't just about the most efficient way to get from point A to point B. And while the compact design not only makes it nimble and lightweight, it also makes it easy to transport and store. It fits into places that a normal bike simply wouldn't. Greatest compliment that I could give any bike.
In the human car can be charged by mains power or through a rowing action that generates electricity.
This is amazing when you've got 4 people generating the power.
As soon as the power monkeys were in the back, the movement became so much more fluid and organic.
The battery powers 2 electric motors, so if you want to pick up the pace, you can switch on an electrical assist mode that will boost your speed.
So that's when we decided to go and take it out on the open road.
I like the way you move.
Woohoo! This is quick. You can definitely feel the wind through your hair in this ride.
It is a racing machine. So the bigger it is, the more water you have to move to the other side of the pool. So you want it as small and claustrophobic as possible.
Talk me through what you've got inside.
The pilot's got 3 main things to think about. He's got one control that's turning the tail. So we've got a rotating tail at the back. He's got one control to try and go up and down, which is fins on the side. And then he's got the other control for the brakes.
Left, right, up, down,
Left, right, up,
stop.
down, and stop.
And what makes you go?
It's a pedalled submarine, so it's human-powered. It's like an underwater bicycle.
So you're pedalling as well?
So you're pedaling, that's a side note. Pedal as hard as you can.
Our tail moves side to side like the leather jacket, and we have the fins for propulsion at top and bottom, not like leather jacket fins, but arranged like leather jacket fins. 2 years ago, we learned not to try and copy a fish too closely. They have their pectoral fins towards the front. We found that having our dive planes in the place of pectoral fins better towards the back of the submarine, it's more stable that way. It means that when it noses up, the dive planes naturally at the back, they try to bring it back to straight and level again. Anything to get humans in the water, I think, is a worthwhile endeavor. Perhaps we could improve the whole application of fin-like propulsors for underwater submersibles in general. I'm hoping that would be a nice outcome.
This egg-shaped machine is called an ELF, short for electric, light, and fun.
It's a great mix of a car and a bike.
It's actually a backwards tricycle fueled by bike pedals and a tiny solar-powered motor that can carry passengers and cargo up to 550 pounds.
Is take the bicycle experience and integrate it with car-like functions.
Pure pedal power right now?
Yeah.
The ELF requires no insurance or gasoline and is pollution-free. It does 20 miles per hour with straight pedal power. Add the motor and the ELF can do 35.
Just stop pedaling, and this is all power. And it goes on its own.
It's estimated that the average ELF driver could eliminate 3 tons of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere every year.
This is a 100-watt flexible solar panel.
In 18 months, Cotter has built and sold 450 ELFs and plans to triple that this year. Charlotte Clark is a staffer at Duke University where up to a dozen ELFs park each day. It may not be ready for the interstate, but the ELF is making inroads in local neighborhoods where people like Charlotte Clark hit the road every day.